Holadias, imagine a woman standing in the middle of a storm, calm, steady, and unshaken. The world around her may be chaotic. Voices may demand more of her time, more of her energy, more of her heart, yet she does not bend to every call. She knows her worth. She knows that love is not something begged for. It is something invited, and it enters only when there is space made for it. This is the power of boundaries. They are not walls to keep people out, but doors that open only for those who respect what is sacred inside. When a woman understands her limits, she creates clarity. She learns to say no without guilt, and that no becomes the strongest yes to herself. It is in this discipline that others begin to see her differently. Love does not grow in chaos. Love grows where there is order, where respect is the foundation. A woman who can hold her ground, who will not compromise her values just to be accepted, becomes magnetic. She no longer chases attention because she is already complete. The right people come closer because they feel her strength, not her desperation. Boundaries are not a sign of selfishness. They are a sign of deep self-respect. They protect her energy. They protect her dreams. They protect the quiet moments she needs to stay aligned. And when she is aligned, her presence becomes peaceful. Her words become measured. Her actions become intentional. A man who sees such a woman knows he is not dealing with someone ordinary. He knows that to be in her life is not a privilege given to everyone, it must be earned. That is why she gets love that is steady, not fragile. There is a certain power that comes when a woman truly knows her worth. It is quiet but undeniable. It is not shouted, it is not flaunted. Yet it is felt by everyone who crosses her path. When she walks into a room, she does not need to demand attention because the strength of her self-awareness speaks for her. Knowing your worth is not about arrogance. It is about clarity. It is about understanding that your time, your love, and your energy are valuable, and they cannot be given to just anyone or anything. This awareness creates a natural filter that separates those who are ready to meet you with respect from those who only take without giving. When a woman knows her worth, she stops settling. She stops lowering her standards just to be liked or accepted. She understands that every time she compromises something important to her, she teaches others how little they need to give in return. And when she decides she is no longer willing to do that, something changes. The people around her sense the shift. They either rise to meet her where she stands or they fade away because they realize they cannot meet her level. This is not about pushing people away. It is about opening space for the right ones to step in. Think of love as something that flourishes only in the right soil. If a woman gives herself to any environment, to any relationship, to any person without understanding her value, she will find herself drained, unappreciated, and sometimes even disrespected. But when she plants herself where there is mutual respect, her worth is not questioned. Instead, it is celebrated, and the right kind of love thrives in celebration, not in doubt. Respect always comes before love. If a man or anyone in her life cannot respect her boundaries, her choices, her dreams, then the love they claim to offer will always feel incomplete. But the moment she draws the line and says, "This is who I am and this is what I deserve," something extraordinary happens. Love becomes deeper because it is built on admiration. People respect what they cannot easily have, and when they sense that her love is precious and not something freely scattered, they handle it with care. A woman who knows her worth is not afraid to walk away from what does not honor her. She does not see rejection as failure, because she understands that anything that does not align with her value is simply clearing the path for something better. She does not fear being alone, because she has already found the most important relationship she could ever have, the one with herself. And from that place of strength, she invites only those who are ready to give the same level of care and respect she gives to herself. Boundaries naturally come when worth is understood. They are no longer rules forced onto others. They are natural expressions of self-love. They show in how she speaks, how she gives, how she receives. They show in the way she carries herself, and people notice. They notice that she is not easily swayed, not easily impressed, not easily taken advantage of. They notice that when she loves fully, but she will not lose herself in that love. This is why knowing your worth creates respect before love can grow. It sets the tone for every connection and keeps the wrong ones from taking space that belongs to the right ones. When a woman moves with this kind of awareness, she stops chasing and starts attracting. And the love she receives is not the shallow kind. It is steady, loyal, and rooted in the deep respect she has already shown herself. There is a deep strength in a woman who can say no without fear. It is not a harsh word. It is not a rejection of others, but a clear signal to the world that her time and heart are precious. When she says no, it is not because she is difficult, but because she understands that every yes carries weight. Every yes takes energy, trust, and focus, and giving those things to the wrong people or situations will leave her empty. So she learns to protect herself by using no as a tool of love, both for herself and for those who matter most. This confidence to say no does not appear overnight. It comes after moments of giving too much. After seasons of bending so far, she almost broke. It comes when she realizes that constantly pleasing others does not bring her the love she deserves. It only invites more demands. By saying yes to everything, she becomes invisible to those who take her kindness for granted. But when she learns to stop, to pause, to say no, she suddenly becomes visible in a different way. People notice her strength. They realize she cannot be moved by guilt or pressure, and that creates respect. When she says no with confidence, she is not closing doors forever. She is guiding the right ones to open at the right time. A woman who can say no is a woman who trusts herself. She is not afraid of losing people because she knows that those who truly value her will stay. In fact, saying no is what keeps the wrong people away. Those who only wanted her for convenience or control will fade because they cannot handle her strength. But those who admire her, those who are drawn to her self-respect, will come closer. Love that lasts comes from people who see your value, and the simplest way to show your value is to honor it first. Saying no when something does not feel right shows that you are aware of your limits, and that makes others aware of them too. It teaches people how to treat you. It teaches them that your presence cannot be taken lightly. And instead of chasing approval, you become the one they seek approval from because they know your yes carries meaning. Think of it like this. A diamond is precious because it is rare. It is not found everywhere and not everyone can hold it. A woman who says yes to everything is like water spilled on the ground, available to anyone who passes by. But a woman who says no when something does not serve her is like that diamond. She is valuable not because she hides, but because she chooses carefully. And people are drawn to what they must earn. The power of no also brings peace. It allows her to give her yes to things that truly matter. It keeps her life focused and clear. It gives her space to grow, to breathe, to become more of herself. And when love comes into that space, it feels different. It is not rushed. It is not desperate. It is steady. The men or people who love her know they are chosen, not by chance, but by intention. They know they are in the presence of someone who does not give pieces of herself away carelessly. This is why saying no with confidence invites the right yes into your life. It is not a wall to keep people away. It is a door that only opens for those who respect what is inside. And when a woman masters this, she never has to beg for love, because the right kind of love is drawn to her strength. Boundaries are often misunderstood as a way of shutting people out, but in truth they are what allow the right people to come closer. A woman with boundaries is not hiding behind walls. She is opening doors. but only for those who know how to knock with respect. She has learned through experience that giving everything away freely does not bring love. It only brings exhaustion. When she sets boundaries, she is not being cold, she is being clear. She is saying to the world, "This is how I deserve to be treated, and this is the space where love can grow." When there are no boundaries, chaos steps in. Too many voices, too many demands, and too much energy spent on things that do not matter leave no room for the love she truly deserves. But when she creates boundaries, she creates order. She draws lines not to keep others away, but to protect her heart from noise and confusion. People can feel this difference. They see that she is selective, and that selectiveness makes her rare. It teaches others that access to her world is not something to be taken lightly. A boundary can be as simple as not answering a call when she needs rest, or as firm as refusing a relationship that does not honor her values. It is not about control, it is about self-respect. It is about choosing what deserves her yes and what deserves her no. And the beautiful thing is, those who truly care do not resist these boundaries. They welcome them, because they understand that a woman who respects herself will also respect them. Her boundaries become a sign of stability, trust, and strength. People often think that love means giving without limit, but real love thrives when there is balance. Boundaries create that balance. They allow a woman to give her heart fully without losing herself in the process. They ensure that her time and energy are shared with people who value them. And the more she protects herself, the more she shines. She becomes centered, peaceful, and focused, and this energy attracts love that is steady and sure. Imagine a garden. If anyone could enter at any time, pick the flowers, walk over the soil, it would soon be destroyed. But when the garden has a fence, when there is care about who enters, the flowers bloom brighter and the space feels sacred. This is how a woman with boundaries lives. Her life is the garden, and the fence is not to keep beauty hidden, but to protect it so it can grow. The people who are allowed inside understand that they are in a special place, and they treat it with the care it deserves. This is why boundaries are not walls. Walls isolate. Boundaries invite. They tell others you are welcome here if you come with kindness and respect. And when someone steps into that space, they feel the difference. They know they are not in the life of someone who accepts anything and everything. They are in the presence of someone who values herself and therefore values love at a higher level. When a woman lives this way, she no longer fears losing people. She understands that those who walk away were not meant to stay. She knows that every no is clearing space for a better yes. And she also knows that the ones who truly love her will not be threatened by her boundaries. They will be drawn to them. They will see her strength and honor it. They will understand that her love is rare, and because of that, they will hold it close. This is why boundaries are doors, not walls. They create a space where love is respected, where it can breathe and grow without fear. And the woman who understands this will never have to wonder if she is loved, because the love she receives will always meet the strength of the boundaries she has created. There is something unmistakable about a woman who carries self-respect. It is in the way she speaks, the way she walks, the way she holds herself in a room. She is not loud, she is not trying to prove herself, but her presence says everything. When a woman respects herself, she draws a line around what she will and will not accept. That line is not meant to push others away, but to protect her peace. It tells people that her heart is not a place for games or uncertainty, and it invites a kind of love that is clear and intentional. When self-respect becomes part of her daily life, she no longer gives herself to situations that make her small. She no longer accepts half efforts or empty promises. She knows that she is not here to be an option. She is here to be valued. That awareness changes the way people interact with her. Suddenly, those who only wanted convenience drift away, and those who want something real step forward. Commitment cannot survive where there is confusion, and respect cannot grow where there are no standards. By standing firm, she sends a message that the love she allows into her life must match the love she gives to herself. This kind of strength does not happen by chance. It often comes from lessons learned the hard way, from moments when she gave too much and received too little. At some point, she understood that lowering her value to keep people close only leaves her empty. So she rises. She chooses herself first. And that choice does not make her selfish. It makes her whole. When she is whole, the love she attracts is different. It is steadier because it is drawn to her strength, not her weakness. It is deeper because it is built on respect, not pity or convenience. People are naturally drawn to those who have standards. It is not about being difficult. It is about being clear. When a woman has self-respect, others learn how to treat her by watching how she treats herself. She does not allow insults to become jokes. She does not allow neglect to be disguised as love, and she does not allow disrespect to stay silent. Her actions speak louder than her words, and those actions tell everyone around her that she will not settle for less than she deserves. Imagine two women standing side by side. One allows anyone into her world, hoping that if she gives enough, someone will stay. The other chooses carefully, allowing only those who prove themselves to step closer. The second woman may have fewer people around her, but those people treat her with care. They know her time is valuable, her energy is valuable, and her love is valuable. They rise to meet her where she is, because anything less will not be accepted. Self-respect also gives her freedom. She is not afraid to walk away from what does not serve her, because she knows her worth is not tied to someone else's approval. She understands that love should never be built on fear of losing someone. Love that is real will not demand she shrink or sacrifice her peace. It will meet her at her level. And when that love arrives, it feels different. It feels calm, secure, and mutual. There is no chasing, no begging, no uncertainty. There is simply two people who see value in each other. This is why self-respect attracts commitment, not confusion. It clears away the noise, the games, the temporary attention that leads nowhere. It makes space for something stronger, something lasting. And the woman who knows this will never have to ask if she matters, because the people in her life will show it through their actions every single day. There is a quiet kind of power that comes when a woman chooses to protect her energy. It is not something most people see at first, but it is something they feel. She begins to move differently. She no longer says yes to everything or gives her time to everyone. She becomes intentional. She understands that her energy is the source of her strength, her creativity, her peace, and if she spends it carelessly, she will find herself drained and frustrated. This awareness does not make her distant, it makes her wise. She knows that love cannot grow in exhaustion. It needs space, focus, and calm to thrive. Protecting energy is about knowing what drains you and what fuels you. It means recognizing the people and situations that leave you feeling empty and refusing to keep feeding them at the cost of your own well-being. It also means choosing the conversations, the relationships, and the commitments that give you life, the ones that help you feel more like yourself. When a woman does this, something shifts. She stops running after things that are not meant for her and instead begins attracting what aligns with her values. Her energy becomes magnetic because it is not scattered, it is centered. This protection shows in small ways. She no longer answers every call or message when she needs rest. She does not force herself into places that make her feel unappreciated. She learns the beauty of silence, the power of rest, and the importance of saying no without guilt. And what happens when she lives this way is remarkable. The people around her notice. They realize she is not easily accessible for things that waste her time. They also realize that when she gives her attention, it is real, It is focused and it is valuable. When energy is guarded, love becomes more meaningful. A woman who protects her energy gives to others from a place of fullness, not from what is left over. She has the strength to be patient, the clarity to make better choices, and the wisdom to know when to walk away. Those who experience her love know it is not careless or scattered. It is intentional and rare. That is why the right kind of love is drawn to her. People respect what they must earn. And when they see that her time and presence are treasures, they handle them with care. Protecting energy is also protecting dreams. When she is not drained by unnecessary battles, she has space to grow, to think, to create. Her mind is clearer, her heart lighter. She becomes more grounded and more attractive to the right people because she is not caught in chaos. This calmness is what many search for but few find. It becomes the very thing that draws others close. Love that is real wants to be near peace, not noise. Think of it like a flame. A flame will die quickly if it is exposed to too much wind. But if you protect it, if you shield it and feed it properly, it burns brighter and lasts longer. A woman's energy is that flame. If she allows every distraction, every demand, and every unworthy situation to take from it, it will fade. But when she shields it, when she gives it only to things and people that matter, it glows. And that glow cannot be ignored. This is why energy protected becomes energy magnified. When she learns to protect herself, she shines brighter, she loves better, and she lives with purpose. The people who truly care about her will see this light and be drawn to it, not to take from it, but to honor it. And the love she receives in return is stronger because it is meeting a woman who knows how to keep her light burning. There is something powerful about the way true love responds to strength. When a woman carries herself with quiet confidence, when she shows that she will not give herself away for crumbs of affection, something changes in how people see her. The world is full of situations where compromise is mistaken for love, where women are told to bend, to shrink, to give without end just to be accepted. But the woman who stands firm, who says this is who I am, and this is what I need, becomes unforgettable. She is not harsh, but she is steady. She is not cold, but she is clear. And that clarity attracts the kind of love that is bold enough to stay. True love does not grow where there is desperation. It grows where there is strength, and strength comes from self-awareness. When a woman understands her value, she stops over-explaining her worth. She stops chasing those who cannot see it. She stops pouring herself into people who are not ready to meet her heart with care. Instead, she lives her life. She builds herself, and she protects her peace. And because of that, the love that finds her is different. It is not love that asks her to sacrifice her identity. It is love that admires it. People are drawn to strength because it is rare. It is not about being unkind or untouchable. It is about having a center that does not shake with every opinion or expectation. A woman with this kind of center does not need to prove anything. She is not moved by empty words, and she is not swayed by gestures that lack meaning. Those who want to be in her life understand that they must come with respect, with honesty, and with effort. And that is what makes her love more valuable. Think about it. When someone knows that your love is not easily earned, they treat it differently. They handle it with care because they know it cannot be taken for granted. They rise to meet your level because they know you will not settle. This is why strength attracts true commitment. Those who are only interested in taking or playing games will walk away. Those who are unsure will hesitate. But the one who truly wants to stay will find the courage to step closer because they see something rare, a woman who values herself enough to demand the same in return. This does not mean she is rigid or closed. It means she loves deeply, but she does not lose herself in that love she gives, but she gives with wisdom. She forgives, but she does not forget who she is. She is soft, but her softness is protected by boundaries. This combination of grace and firmness is what makes her captivating. People feel safe around her because they know where she stands. They trust her because she is clear about what she wants and what she will not allow. In a world where many are searching for attention, the woman who stands in her strength becomes rare. She does not need to chase, she does not need to beg, and because she is not afraid to be alone, she chooses relationships that bring peace, not chaos. Her strength becomes the filter through which all love must pass. And the ones who cannot meet her there will simply drift away. But the ones who stay will love her differently. They will respect her. They will protect her. They will cherish her because they understand that she is not ordinary. This is why true love recognizes strength, not endless compromise. Love that lasts is built on admiration, trust, and respect. When a woman shows that she is willing to honor herself, she invites only those who are willing to honor her too. And in that space, love is no longer fragile, it is steady, rare, and worth every moment. A woman who values herself does something remarkable without even realizing it. She teaches the world how to value her. People learn from what they see, and when they see a woman treating herself with care, respect, and dignity, they cannot help but follow that example. She does not have to demand it or explain it. It is clear in her actions. The way she carries herself, the words she uses, the choices she makes all show that she understands her worth. This is a powerful thing because it sets the standard for how others approach her. When she values herself, she moves differently. She does not settle for half-hearted love or friendships that drain her. She chooses relationships where respect flows both ways. She understands that love without respect is fragile. So she creates a life where respect is the foundation. The people around her see this and adjust. They know that if they want to be part of her world, they must treat her with the same value she gives to herself. And the ones who cannot do that often fade away, not because she is unkind, but because her light is too strong for those who cannot appreciate it. This sense of value is not about arrogance or pride. It is about awareness. It is about knowing that giving everything to everyone is not love. It is self-neglect. She realizes that if she pours herself into people who do not pour back, she will eventually run empty. So she changes her approach. She gives from a full cup, not from what is left over. And that fullness is attractive. It draws people who are willing to give, to invest, to love her with the same energy she gives. When a woman values herself, her boundaries are natural. She does not have to explain why certain things are not acceptable. Her actions make it clear. She is kind, but she is not easily swayed. She is warm, but she does not tolerate disrespect. And this balance creates trust. People know where they stand with her because she is consistent. She does not lower her standards to keep people close. Instead, she trusts that the right ones will rise to meet her. Think of it like this. When something is precious, it is treated carefully. People do not throw gold into the street or leave diamonds unattended. They protect them. They admire them. They handle them with care. A woman who values herself becomes that rare treasure. Her time, her love, her presence feels special because they are not wasted on what does not matter. This does not make her untouchable. It makes her intentional. Those who truly see her worth are inspired to treat her with the care she deserves. Over time, this self-value changes everything. It changes the kind of love she accepts. It changes the way people speak to her and the way they behave around her. Even those who are unsure about their own worth feel inspired to rise higher just by being near her. She is not seeking perfection, but she knows what feels right. She knows that love should feel safe, it should feel respectful, and it should make her stronger, not weaker. This is why a woman who values herself teaches others how to value her. She does not chase, she does not beg, she does not shrink. Her presence is enough because she believes it is enough. The love she attracts is a reflection of the love she gives herself. And because that love is strong, steady, and true, the people who stay in her life mirror those same qualities. And in the end, the love she receives is not only lasting, but worthy of the woman she has become. When you look at everything we have shared, it all comes back to one simple truth: love grows stronger when it is rooted in respect, and respect begins with you. A woman who knows her worth, who says no when she must, who sets boundaries, protects her energy, and stands firm in her values, becomes a magnet for the right kind of love. She is not hard to love. She is simply clear about how she should be loved. And because of that, she receives love that is steady, real, and lasting. If there is one thing to take away, it is this: never be afraid to honor yourself first. When you do, the world responds. The wrong people fall away, the right ones rise to meet you, and the love you find will never require you to lose yourself. I wish you strength, I wish you courage, and I wish you peace as you walk your own path. May your boundaries guide you, may your energy remain protected, and may your heart always receive the love it truly deserves. Good luck to you, and thank you for listening.